Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just basically recording this via an attempt 2 like this. Okay. Hey, I know you maybe be wondering if you have seen any videos that I make with my voice appears on it. But actually, I have, kind of. I have some videos from my main channel back in like 2020 to 2021, including the debut part. And I'll be honest with you, I was so cringing, so horrible from hearing my voice, like when I played back, that I had to unlist it, despite my voice would be sound like if I was just falling asleep or just felt something really drunk and then recording it, which is maybe happening on this one. But I'm not here talking about my voice or whatever it comes by. In fact, I was being wandering around on those videos and shorts, like you probably would see this on screen, that I was gonna be trying to post or thought that I should be talking about it only on this video. But then I got so lazy and got distracted from the stuff that I have, like most people have that same feeling when feeling lazier. And you know what people also would not do? Acting very inappropriately as being a virtual YouTuber with like 100,000 subscribers, especially if you're from Indonesia, or not knowing that those VTuber that they're being a minor to interact to, which is exactly why I finally decided to make this video since I've been wanting to do this one for a bit. But well, if I feel missed out for making it, it's never too late to start. So let's get into it. Also, during that recording, if anyone would hear those raining stuff on the background or really noisy here, just please ignore that. I'm just trying to record the video when it was midnight. And I also have Patreon support to anyone want to see those uncut stuff or some uncensored things around here. So with maybe some archives on there, you can go check it out. The link in the description. Okay, let's begin to the video. This all started with my good Vtuber Indonesian friend of mine, Vera, who I posted this tweet just day before this present area, who have been exposed from those tweets that you're going to see those TW in just a bit back in December 5th, 2024. And they basically tweet this as translate for be careful with the cyan hair VTuber. He likes to moan and sigh at the small VTuber, to which I don't know who are those small VTuber are that the person described as cyan hair, who just do the NSFW stuff. But anyway, yeah, this one would be look really suspicious or basically sound like one if just anyone as a content creator that usually make this video or just something like that, and then you basically do this but not giving any explanation or reason for that. So then after from that, Vera also basically tweeted this one as a go, just because you're big and 100k subs doesn't give you rights to be an a-hole. To which, yes, if you basically know about Area Rizu, the channel that have reached 100,000 subscribers, well, that was when before they got exposed from Twitter, and then it was at that point after that they got exposed, they lose 300 subscribers or more just from that weirdo creep thing that they have done, though, for any VTuber in Indonesia would not do for a crime even any of us usually care about it. And then here's the next part that something would look really off, as when Vera actually tweeted this, as in, be patient, my friend. And it basically goes like this from that screenshot and then translate as, tonight I want to hear the full story from the victim first. Then I will sort out which can be uploaded, of course, after censorship. I will look really fishing because I didn't mention the name from the beginning, but I had to be nudged first yesterday because my friend had been friend to speak up. He knew the story, full story better. And also sorry for the interruption. If you all want to see those tweets like this one for how it happened for weeks, or the stuff that I didn't actually read throughout the video, check the link in the description for the tweet that I will actually leave a link to on Twitter, which, yeah, I would probably spend like around 20 minutes or more for just reading it. But yeah, if you want to see more, check a link in the description. So then soon after that, Vera actually posted that tweet. Someone who have quote tweeted as of Arya would either be a minor or knowing if those small VTuber who have consent from that action, to which Vera actually replied to one of those 16-year-old person who just didn't even give a consent, even though they said yes. And it actually goes to one of those small VTubers that either have a lowest subscriber or just doesn't start the debut. And then they replied for the part that goes, further context will be followed up by tonight after discussing with victim as of making proofs public. And then, okay, the next one that probably make me shook from that implement that the person who just a Vera's friend, that they had their rooster pick somewhere and they said that he's being really ugly. Like, what? How did I actually not expect that? And by the way, when I say like rooster, you know what I mean if you think about animal differently. Okay, so now we are here from the allegation from those tweet that I'm sure people would be looking for that and also be wanted to, especially that by the time when I recorded this video and then upload it to YouTube, they would not be liking that, and it would cost this video as an age restricted for that. So if anyone would see this one that's probably gone, you probably know why. And now let's begin for like reading all this, and you're welcome to actually prefer me as reading with me, the key Indonesian VTuber allegation section. Now, because that this one would be took so long, like probably 30 minutes of reading all that or whatever, I'm just gonna read the part that let's hope it will be something that you all want to see. So let's get into it. TW, sexual harassment or assault, gaslighting, emotional abuse, underage or minor exploitation. About a VTuber, Araya Rizu. Now, but I'll be honest with you, I actually don't know what was this context from that text messages. But if anyone usually know what this one is, just let me know in the comments, because I probably won't actually be giving a heart or just actually giving a response. But I will read it though, so don't you worry. Okay, so let's start with the texting part that goes, hold on to your words. I'm not going anywhere. I will be responsible if there is anything. But if it's turned out that after we are not suitable, don't regret it. Because here, the highest effort is you. So it depends on you. Is it suitable to see, not to see, I can't even read that part. Is it suitable or not to see from Manasys? Aren't you aware? I realize it's just that I'm afraid it's not what I thought. It's about the difference in our mindset. Our thoughts are already far apart. To be honest, if I was an ordinary person, I might have run away first. Just counsel if it's good to. I still don't know what that is when just trying to record it anyway. It's a harm to me if it's not cooked. Harm you? You yourself said you would try, blah, blah, blah. Do you think you're the only one who loses? If it fails, I'm just wasting my time with you. My time was wasted. If you're still thinking of being the most hurt and most harmed person, I will cancel it now. Not a person who is hurt or harmed. Let me think. If I'm the bad person who only wants to in your body, I can't warn you many times. I'm like this because I'm still aware of you. I don't want you to have regrets. Well, they probably will at that point. This part right here, that would probably make me want to actually read that many times like a book. But look, I'll probably try my best to actually read as much as I can. Even if it's for commentary or just whatever, just don't blame me if I was just reading all this as something to do with the allegation. But here we go. The first time asked me Aria, let's just prefer that name for AR as a short name on Discord, precisely on a public server owned by a small agency. They voiced together, chatted casually, and tried RP with other friends. At that time, S admitted that his character used to be a bit yabai. AI responded enthusiastically but began to show strange signs. On October 15th, S apologized for the feeling that he had accidentally revoked AI by using the Yabe method. But instead of being a casual, AR said you had to take responsibility and continue asking permission to make a phone call. S agreed because he thought it would only discuss apologies, but AR started to direct the compensation erotic things. From there, AR increasingly asked S for video call within certain intention. When S refused, AR used the victim play, made S feel guilty until he was forced to say yes. Then around on October 17 to 18, during a video call, AR Araya. I'm just gonna keep calling it Araya instead of AR because people think I say AR as like AR glasses. No, that's not. I would call it. Araya suddenly opened the camera and showed himself doing regular acts. And by the way, I don't think anyone would actually be thought they're gonna do this though while on a video call. Like, who saw the idea when you go to Discord and then you want to hang out with a person, but then there's one person that just did this, opening a camera and then show itself that's something I'm not gonna be showing what it's like when just if you describe as a the shape of the banana. S panicked and immediately hung up the call. Since that incident, S became afraid to answer a reused call because he kept imagining what he saw earlier. However, AR Araya, I keep saying that every time. Araya did not stop. Then around on October 28th to 29th, Araya invited S to a meetup in the Bangalore with the reason so we can chat directly. Before the meetup, they had a fight. Araya often belittled S, making him feel small. S's mentally, which was still a minor at that time, was the reason why he finally agreed. Araya took S to the rented apartment under the pretext of playing or chatting as usual. But in reality, Araya started touching, hugging, and forcing S to sleep with him. S tried to fight back, but was outmatched. Araya forced him until he acted in a way that really violated the limit. As of the great flavor, look, I don't want to tell you what it is by describing what it was. So if you basically know what it can be, what it's called when it was emoji that's great for this, just let me know. I probably would not reply. I would probably not reply, but I will actually would know what it means by that. The next day, S went to the cosplay event while still in contact with Araya. But he was confused about what to do after the incident. S kept asking Araya, then what should we do? On November 5th, Araya started manipulating S by saying, "Can you trust me?" When S replied with a suspicious tone, Araya assured her that everything would be fine. But that was just further manipulation. When S found out that Araya was also romantically close to someone else, Araya was immediately offended. Araya was even more annoyed when he found out that S told Kunkoro, that was their S's friends, even though Kunukuro only hears S's story and had not told anyone. Araya twisted the fact, blaming S, and made up an excuse that was all Kurukuro's fault. Then on November 9th, Araya suddenly apologized to S, pretending to regret his action. But it was just a trick, because Araya had actually looked for another victim. S just replied firmly, "Oh yeah, it's good that you introspect. poor people you harm. After that, Araya cut off contact with S. Note that Araya knew S's age, which is at around 19, from the start, and vice versa. Araya uses trauma dumping as a way to approach victim. This motive is used on at least three identified individuals. Then there's another part that I feel like this probably would go on for a long time if it's like around 30 minutes or just more. But I'm gonna try my best to actually probably read probably as much as I can from that Vtuber Indonesia allegation that if anyone usually had that one, just be careful with it. So this tweet usually goes on from Vera, a friend of mine, and it basically goes like this part right here. Another case of victim and said he first interacted with AR in 2020 when he was 15 years old. Araya, I always saying like there are two letters for AR, but whatever. Let's keep going. Araya started following his YouTube account because he liked his voice, which was pitchy and high, possibly because he had not yet experienced the whole changes due to poverty. Araya contacted and in an overly familiar style, often using a roleplay style, action, speech style, whatever the hell that was. But anyway, initially, N felt that it was just a normal way of socializing in the community, even though it felt off or strange and made him uncomfortable. In July 2024, Araya trauma dumped it, talking about her heartbreaking and how N was so similar to someone from her past. N felt this was too much for someone she had just met, and also recalled that Araya had discussed issue with the VTuber community, claiming not to understand why so many people were talking about badly about him. However, from the tone of his conversation, Araya does not seem to feel guilty about his past action. When N reveals that she is married, AR starts calling her Nason older brother, though still showing interest that makes N increasingly uncomfortable. N finds Araya's behavior increasing inappropriate, especially after realizing the main role Araya is interested is because she sounds like a pure Christine lolly, which I don't know if I would basically say that for YouTube because I don't know if their terms or just whatever something had to do with it. But anyway, it all came to head during the collab plan in August, and feeling uncomfortable, decided to ghost Araya and avoiding further information. After seeing the confession of the other victim on social media, and finally realized that this pattern of behavior was not a coincidence. This experience made it clear that her feelings were not wrong and she was not crazy for feeling uncomfortable from the start. So then after like reading all those like the tweet stuff that Vera had from that basically Araya really VTuber Indonesia allegation. Keep that in mind if I usually pronounce their name wrong, which is whatever. I'm really sorry about that. This is not my choice, which is whatever. But let's keep going with the part, and this part right here is to show the screenshot of the Discord with this person who actually had to blur their name just because of I don't know some type of reason, but let's go for it. I don't know if AR really offended anyone and then twisted the story, or from the start he was just delusional, making up a lie while trying to get a pity from the girl. But man, here's those screenshots that will be appear around on this video. God, this feels like looking at those Discord messages for like messaging a minor as a basically who's not even at 18. It's just really wild though. And despite the fact that seeing those Discord screenshots showing like this like around 2020 to 2024, it's just something I just can't stand over what I'm going to be seeing. So let's keep going for reading those messages. I'm just happy to talk to you. As long as I still understand the topic, I and then Raya just basically responded, "That's good if that's the case. I've been in the drama because I like to talk. I don't understand. But how come you can't even through you just chat casually? But it's not strange that nowadays people are in the community so sensitive. So it's hard to get close, especially being invited to collaborate like that. Yeah, that's right. I once wanted to invite a girl to collab, and this guy is dramatic." So here's the next screenshot that also include more of the Discord messages from something they have actually tweeted just before. And yes, sorry if I usually just screenshot it really like I just really forgot about the video that I'm gonna be doing. So let's basically read this part. This morning, Araya chatted with S, and then here's the next part. Chat request for sorry from other victim. I would bet like around 99.9995% of those apology that would be either being AI or just being like something they didn't apologize. So let's read some more of those. Here are some screenshots that will be read out. Of course, their name will be blurred during from what I will be basically read off of. So yeah. Morning blank. I apologize before this. First for what has happened. But because the problem has grown, I also want to know what you want. He said you asked for responsibility, and here I want to try and blah, blah, sorry. Here I want to try to make responsibility, but what should I do? And what I have to fulfill? Please answer yes. Here are those screenshots. There's probably even more with basically on those chat requests for sorry from other victim and in order which is N and K and A. So here's the first one, which is the end messages. I don't know who the name would be, but I'm just gonna leave it there. Hi, sorry for interrupting the time. I wanted to apologize for the unpleasant and harmful action that I have done. Therefore, I wanted to apologize profusely, and hopefully my apology can be accepted. Thank you. And then here's the next one, which is like K messages. Hi, sorry to disturb the time, but here I wanted to apologize for what happened. And I sincerely express this apology. Hopefully it can be accepted and forgiven. And here's the next part, which is basically the A messages. Don't know who will it be, but that's gonna be something I would shorten the letter a bit. I'm sorry for interrupting the time. Here, I wanted to apologize if there are any actions or action from me that are harmful or unpleasant. With that, for. I apologize profusely, and hopefully my apology will be accepted. Thank you. And here's the next part that Vera, who basically actually quote tweet this one, and it basically said, "This is IDN times. I even got a DM from a kid. The content was angry, saying I wanted to bring down Araya, but for those of you who are still holding on to old case, maybe you can help them up so that kids like this can learn that their idol VTuber is actually a jerk." So then here's the next part from that one of those something with the screenshot and stuff. I really forgot what it could be, but let's keep going. Sorry, sir. Is that true? I'm not sure there is no case for Rizu. I'm not going to be a good person. Are you sure it's the right case? Why didn't the Rizu be asked first from separating Solander's news, such as VTuber whose name is Vera? What does she know? We know, we who have been following it since the past now, there's no news like this. If the VTuber doesn't like Rizu, at least just Bill, and I would wonder what does that mean for that, but I don't have time to research it. It's not clear where to slander. Sorry if I'm not polite. Thank you for your attention. Well, looks like the whole reading messy stuff is done. So now, what did Araya actually respond to this? Let's actually check their response from something I would bet like This one probably be just AI generated response for it though. Like I bet it would be. So let's look at their responses. Also, if anyone usually know about me, I do actually have my Instagram account, and I usually follow the people or just do what they have to do. If anytime when you see like one of those the people who usually make news type of stuff like this is my friend Vtuber IDN, or just known as Hootsie, the person who actually run that account, that actually usually do like Indonesian news type stuff. And if you see like one of those songs that usually goes like this though, like Kendrick Lamar, Meet the Grams. Well, actually, that's not the point of the video. Although this probably be the coincidence for the not like us though. But let's read the responses from Arina Risu channel. Public statement. Hi everyone, referring to the hot news lately, here I want to clarify openly with the following. One, that I would like to apologize for the delay in confirming my problem to all parties. Two, that I am currently discussing, consulting, and constructing legal facts and the legal basis for the problem that is happening to me in an effort to solve the problem. Three, that I will be willing to meditate or negotiate my problem with the other parties. Four, that if what has been done later, the result is solely for the best interest of all parties. But if a middle point slash win-win solution can be found, then of course this problem will continue to the legal route. Five, that then I will clarify or respond to my problem according to the law completely and completely. What are they trying to say? And I will present all the acts blah blah blah. Will send all the evidence I have on my problem for the sake of defending myself and to reach the truth either in court or out court. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like reading on that part doesn't look like they apologize at one point or like they wanted to address the thing they have done though. So not expecting something I have heard from that public statement and did give no apology for it. It's like if one of those YouTube creator who I won't actually describe on that video, but think about the channel with over like millions of followers, and then they show the video of just them dancing stuff, and they didn't even apologize at least once. Or like when that one of those girl who I won't describe this one also, that basically do a ukulele and just saying like some type of stuff like thinking they're gonna apologize, which I bet it's just really trash though. Don't watch that one, by the way. Well, what do you know? Those apologies is probably not what I'm going to be expecting. And you bet that any type of YouTuber or other VTuber Indonesia type of related stuff would be start to apologize, or just sometimes they haven't or may actually use instead using AI stuff, which you're going to see those screenshots and the replies that there are so many people that just start to clarify that they would be either clowning on them or just whatever. And that's something I never expect. But yeah, I do want to say I'm pretty sure this could be the last time I will be basically recording this video, at least yet. And well, I would want to like actually read this more, or probably a lot more, but I would feel really tired, and this would took me hours to actually record all this video, so all that. So yeah, if you want to see all those, you can go check a link to the Patreon link in the description. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.